before I give you the answer. Aunt Emma is breaking the law.
Because it's your aunt?
Okay. Others? Yes?
She would feel guilty about it?
Because you would feel guilty about it? Is that what you said?
I'm assuming we have a lot of guilt if you got your mom's sister in jail.
Okay. I love the way you said it.
React to what you did.
Okay.
And they could just like shun you and, I don't know, not keep you out of family kind of stuff.
All right. 47% said they would, highly unlikely or somewhat unlikely that they would report her. And, unlikely reporting, 47%. 28% said likely that they would report. So only a little more than a quarter said they would turn her in. 25% were, in a sense, undecided. They weren't sure what they would do. And then, because of the way she phrased it, of the 47% who said that it was unlikely they would report it, many mentioned family ties. And the fact that it is my aunt and it is my family, and somebody wrote that they would be shunned if they turn in Aunt Emma. Maybe it was you. Now, how does it come out in here, in the class, for those of you who filled it out in here? How many would report Aunt Emma? Just raise your hand. There, one. You stand alone, sir. So the rest, approximately the other. All right. Now, this one about Cheryl and her hairstyle, I think it's obvious by now where this came from, where it really was from the interactions I've had with my daughter over the years. And she still asked for my opinion, and my wife asked for my opinion, and I have told her she looks like hell. She's covering her face in total disbelief. And she has to look right because she shows dogs. And when she dresses properly and gets all the colors and stuff, she looks fabulous. And she knows it. And she really likes it when I say, don't wear that. And so on. And I'm still married, too. It's pretty remarkable. So I should be political and lie? And then my mother's ghost is haunting me?
You can be nice about it.
Oh, I am nice about it. I'm not discourteous. I mean, I've been married to her for 48 years, I guess, something like that. And she comes and asks me these questions. Okay. If you see that I filed for divorce next week, you'll know why. Yeah. All right, now we're down to hairstyle, and I deliberately constructed this around the fact that your hobby is portrait oil painting. So you're sensitive to color and balance and shading and the like, and portrait oil painting means that you are painting a picture of a human and you know what they are supposed to look like. Now, what should you do, tell the truth or not? How do you think this one came out? Did the majority say they would lie or not? Gee, it's so easy for you to say that. I phrased this way deliberately. 59% said they would lie. 31% said they wouldn't lie. And Jesse, I have a note here that's a little, Jesse in Los Alamos, that's now obscure because you had an extremely creative way of handling this one, but the original records are locked in my computer in my office, and I can't remember. I forgot to finish the note. But the 10% said they would likely not do either. And the social dancing that people described, that's my phrase, was just gorgeous. I could just see them having, I'm doing this deliberately, just moving in a way that would make it so ambiguous that the person would have no idea what you're talking about. And therefore could conclude that it doesn't look good and you don't want to say so. All right, go to your favorite. Music sharing over the internet. And your reaction?
I still music all the time.
Say it again, and louder please.
Is that I I steal music all the time.
You steal music all the time. Well, what do you think? What is the percentage of people who said it's unlikely, somewhat or highly unlikely, that they would share music? What percentage of the 32 people?
Very small. Very small.
You want to pick a number at all?
5%.
Say it again. 10?
5.
28%. No, I don't think they are. They were emphatic. Down in the 60, that means, doesn't mean, but 66% said they would share. With the speed with which you commented a moment ago. And the comments that people made here were quite telling of saying, yeah, I know it's wrong, but am I going to get caught? And the answer is probably not, although there are some examples where they've been able to track and trace the internet activity, for example, here at the university, and have nailed some people for doing that exact thing. Now, the finding money in the parking lot, this one was straightforward. 96% said they would take the money and run. That's the $1. The wallet that has the identification, how do you think that one came out? Say it again more loudly, please.
80 and 90.
96% would do something with it. I had to adjust this. 96% either said they would take it to Lost and Found or to the police and so on, and the others said, no, I won't take it to anyone, but this identification, I'll track down the person, by doing any of a variety of creative things. I think someone even suggested doing a Google search on the person's name. Now, the last one is parking your grandmother's car in a handicapped parking space. And Jesse, I have a note that you had a creative comment here also, if you wish to publicly share it. And Debbie, you could work on him up there to see if he wants to. I just didn't write it all down, but I have some comments. What proportion of the group would you say would not park in the space, even if they had the permit? Remember how this works. The permit is in the window. What percentage would not park?
I wouldn't park in the handicap spot.
She said, I would not park in the handicap spot. Pick a number. 60, you think? 71%. Now, how many of you who completed the same question would not park in that space? And that's pretty darn high. Okay. Then, 29% said they would park in the space. And here is where the ethical justifications came through dramatically. I'm a quick shopper. Yeah, and it was a man. He said, yeah, I'm in and out. So, it won't take up too much time. I have an invisible handicap. Now, I want to comment on this because a student really railed at me about it. This gentleman has, several years ago, undergraduate student, had a handicap permit for his car. And he would use the handicap spots and display it, and when he got out of the car, most of the time he walked normally. But he had gout or some other disease which could hit him at any moment, and that could prevent him from walking with the mobility of someone who didn't have it. So we had to be careful. The handicap coverage is not just for visible handicaps, people with bad legs or wheelchairs and that sort of thing. Another person was deeply honest. I'm greedy, or my greedy self was the exact phrasing. Another person, and this is one I caution you in your ethical